Hey, I can't hear you.
There, now you can.
No, there we go.
Sorry, I'm
All right.
cooking, doing all right. Since we moved to remote, I'm cooking dinner while we talk, so I might turn my camera off here in a
Perfect.
second.
That's
So,
perfect. That
um,
works.
so I'm Elliot Canfield,
Nice to
new
meet
to
you.
Étoile du Nord this year.
Welcome. Who do you have?
I have Liam Canfield, and he is in
Oh,
kindergarten this year.
oh, how
There we
cute.
go. There we
Oh my
go.
gosh, their
So
backpacks are like this, the same size as they are.
they look like little Ghostbusters.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh my gosh. And I bet he's been coming home so tired. It's like those first few weeks of school.
Oh man, well, first few weeks, I guess our family was kind of ready for it, but he came home with COVID today, so
Oh shoot. I'm
yeah, it
so
sounds like
sorry.
everybody's kind of riding that train right now. So um
Exactly. Yeah, that's
we
why we moved to virtual because it's like when you start getting texts from the other people on the board, and then, you know,
oh boy,
it's like
oh
you
boy.
start getting that feeling that it's sort of really going around.
Yeah, Madame
Um,
Anu was out today.
oh,
And
shoot.
said she'll be out today and tomorrow too, so I'm sure that's related. So he brought it home, my wife got it. I'm the only one who hasn't gotten that a positive result yet. So
You're staying strong.
we'll see. Tomorrow time will tell.
Oh my
But
gosh.
yeah, I know. It's rough.
Yeah, it's
Comes with
so
the
rough.
territory, I guess. We kind of knew like going into it, it was like, okay, this is how it's gonna happen because Liam's our oldest, and so
Okay.
he was in pre-K last year and doing that whole thing at a different school, but like we were just surprised it didn't actually come home then. And
Mm. Yeah, we've
so
only had it at one time, and it was at the very end of the school year, like not this year, but the year before. Um, so yeah, I'm surprised it hasn't come home more. And it's sort of like I was like, is it gonna be I was a little caught off guard that it's such a thing right now, you know?
right, it's really sounds like there's some cases. Yeah, it's kind of a spike in cases going on right now. So I'm with
Yeah,
you.
definitely.
Sorry, I'm gonna set you down there so I can use both my hands, but I can hear you
Oh
too.
my gosh. You gotta
So
stay strong. Cook that dinner.
that's right. That's right. We got to keep.
Like
Oh,
everything with liquid vitamin C or something.
yeah, exactly. We were like, okay, what do we do? What do we got to get? What do we need? What does everybody need in the family to get through this okay? And
Yeah.
um, so it's just the kids are outside. They're doing fine. They're keeping us on our toes. So
Yeah. The
at
kids will
at
do that. Kids will
six
keep
and
you
three,
busy.
so they're doing just fine.
Oh
What can
my
you do?
gosh. Yeah, that's busy. Looks like we
Yeah.
have quite a few people joining. Welcome to everyone.
All right.
Hello. We'll just wait a few more minutes for a couple more people. I think I saw Malia pop on there. She's one of our committee chairs. Hey.
Hi, I'm sitting outside because it's beautiful.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, I know. It's the kids have gotten some bonus like playing outside all night time. It's so nice.
Yeah, it
But
is.
it's like at 7:30 and I'm like, "Oh, it's dark.
Yeah, I know.
What's
I
going
was
on?"
like, I'm gonna have to move inside at some point, but
Yeah. At some point. Uh, welcome to everyone. Hello, bonsoir, madame Bossard.
Bonsoir.
Thank you for joining us.
Of course. Thank you for having me. I'm just finishing up my dinner, so
Oh, good.
I'm here. I'll have my camera off in just a moment.
Sounds good. Darren made dinosaur chicken nuggets, so I was like, I'll eat after. I mean, they are good, not gonna lie.
I do
Hey,
like
Colin.
chicken.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a beautiful evening. It was a gorgeous day today. I took our little kids out to the apple orchard, and that was so nice. Just enjoying the sunshine. Can't take it for granted.
Which orchard do you go to? Which one do you like?
Oh, we got a Pine Tree.
Oh yes, that is a good one for sure.
Yeah.
Up in White Bear area. Yeah,
Yes, yeah.
nice.
We don't live too far from there, maybe like 10 minutes, so it's kind of our go-to place. And apples, I'm like, if you eat more apples, just keep eating apples. Maybe you'll stay healthy or something. I don't know. Bonsoir, Madame Faltasek. Thank you for joining us.
Hi there. I definitely just ate dinosaur chicken nuggets for dinner.
Yes. I know. I hope there's some left when I'm yeah, Darren, I was like, Darren likes to cook, but you know, with all the kids, it's a little, he was like, I made a very kid-friendly dinner tonight. Like, sounds perfect. All right. Well, it is 6:03. So maybe we can get started and oh, there's Madame Chofo. Bonsoir, Madame Chofo. Or Michu. She's just getting connected. Hi, Fidel. All right, so maybe we'll get started, and I think we'll probably have a few more people joining us. But I just wanted to welcome everyone to our first general PTO meeting of the year, and thank you everyone for your flexibility as we had to move to the virtual platform. So thank you everyone for going virtual. All of our future meetings will be virtual, and we'll be holding them on the second Thursdays of the month from 8 to 9 p.m. And it's so great to see everyone. A big welcome back. If you're new to L'Etoile du Nord, I see some new faces. Welcome, a special welcome to you. I hope everyone has had a good first couple weeks of school. I think at our house, we're kind of just starting to get into a little bit of a routine. But even though it's late start, I feel like it's still hard for the kids to wake up in the morning. I don't know. Anyway, I'm excited tonight. We're going to take the opportunity tonight to tell everyone all about the PTO, the Parent Teacher Organization. So all parents and guardians are members of our PTO, and we are a really fun and positive group. We work really hard. We work together to serve our school and our kids. We also have a PTO board, which is made up of a core group of parent leaders, and we're always welcoming new leaders to our board. Our PTO is really unique because of the intern program, the French-speaking intern program. So all of your kids have French-speaking interns who work in their classrooms, and the PTO helps run the program, and we fully fund the program through fundraisers, and I will share more about all of that later. And I'm really excited also to share about all of the ways that everyone can get involved with the PTO. There are lots of ways to get involved, whether you have 1 hour or you want to just help with one event or you want to help more often. You can always give financially if that works for you at just whatever level that you can give. There is a way for you to get involved. So first I wanted to take a moment to for us to introduce ourselves. I'm Rebecca Lacasse. I am serving as our PTO president right now, and I have 2 kids at L'Etoile du Nord. I have a 4th grader in Monsieur Mong's class and a 2nd grader in Madame Dubai's class. And thankfully I said that right, and I didn't say that they were in 3rd and 1st grade. Like, I've got it. I've got the new school year going. And then we also have a 2-year-old, almost 3-year-old, and a 6-month-old little baby boy. So we are very busy over here and slightly sleep deprived, but you know, we're in good company. All of us parents all understand. and we just love L'Etoile du Nord. It's such an incredible community of teachers and students. So let's see who else is on. So if any other members of the board who are here, if you just want to take a moment to introduce yourself and tell a little bit about what you do with the PTO. I think Malia is here, Mishu, Colin. Whoever wants to go first, go ahead.
Hello, I can go next. Hello, everyone. My name is Mishu Chofo. I'm a PTO Vice President and Coordinator of NAPI. Welcome, everybody.
Good to see you, Mishu.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Colin Nelson Dushek. I am the secretary of the PTO. I have two daughters at L'Etoile du Nord, Thea, who's in 4th grade in Monsieur Mung's class, and also Lizzie, who is in 1st grade in Madame Nelson's class. And as the secretary, you'll usually just see me trying to focus as much as possible to record the minutes, but my responsibility is mainly taking the minutes of the meetings, but also preparing the text for the flyers and information that goes out for the monthly meetings. And you can see Lizzie just made a cameo appearance.
Thank you, Colin. And
Hi,
Lizzie.
oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'm Malia. I am the communications chair, so you'll probably see my name possibly in emails, but we'll go over some ways that you'll find out about what's going on with the PTO. I have two daughters, and one is in 5th grade with Madame Tran Noelani, and then Camilla is in 2nd grade with Madame Dubai.
Awesome. Okay, is anyone else here? That might be it for now. Okay, so we also have Madame Bossard, who is joining us this evening. Thank you for being here.
Let's one more person, please.
And so she's just gonna give us a welcome and give us a little, she always gives a little update at the beginning of our meetings. So Madame Bossard,
If you
Sophia,
ever want me
the
to go at the end, I would be more than happy to go at the end as well. So, welcome, everyone. Good to see you all. If I have not met you yet in person and you're new to L'Etoile du Nord, please come on in. The first weeks are a little bit busy as we're helping our students kind of get orientated and used to our school. So it's a little bit busy, but please do come in and I would love to meet you in person. My door is always open to you. My name is Sophia Bossard. It is my 2nd year as principal of L'Etoile du Nord French Immersion. I am very fortunate to be in a really strong teacher team, and our teachers, as you all know, are very experienced, highly capable, and I'm really proud of all the work that they put in, because it's really an intelligent building. Just a few high-level updates. And I'll do the technicalities first. Last year, you received a blast from me, our principal newsletter on Fridays, and it was through Blackboard. This year, they will be placed and have been placed on our website. So you will see that under news on the right side. That way, if you ever want to be able to refer to a previous newsletter, you may do that. I'm also working on shortening them. I think last year I wrote really long stories each time. So I'm making sure that they're more succinct and you're able to kind of just click and see the really high level items on there for you. A few things to note for this year. So our SCIP, and this is mandatory for every school building, but the SCIP is essentially the school improvement plan, and it is how a school functions and leads through instruction and social emotional needs for the entire building. So our focus this year is to do 4 different buckets, and those buckets are literacy, mathematics, oracy, and social emotional learning and positive behavior intervention systems. The other umbrella is alignment of services and making sure that based off of our kids' academic needs, we're aligning our services. As you know, we have a WIN teacher, we are lucky to have 3 TAs now. So we have 3 teaching assistants. I just hired a 3rd one, which is wonderful. So that is extra support with the alignment of services that we could utilize to have small groups with our kids. As you know, we have 5 interns that also function that way and do small group instructions in different ways. And then we have an EA, which is our behavior specialist, who focuses on social emotional learning and needs. With that said, the skip is available to the public. You may find that on the SVPS website for all of our schools. If you have any specific questions, I'd be happy to answer those. It's a pretty lengthy document, but what you need to know is that we really focus on the data and leadership team and in grade level teams, and we look at where our kids are at, and we move our kids based off of that data with the alignment of services for reading, writing, mathematics, and all other areas. So we're really careful with the data and what our kids need. The new goal this year in the skip that you might have not seen last year, if you follow the skip, is the oracy. So that's something that L'Etoile du Nord works with the language department of the district. And what oracy is that oral language. So it's crucial, as you know, to build student abilities to communicate about the content and about the text in French. So that is a new thing that we're tracking data on and that we're really careful with. Some fun things is we have the dance residency again this year. So that will be the Afatui, and I might be mispronouncing it, dance residency. It's Haitian dancing. We're doing March 25th through April 5th. And our kiddos will be having a show for you all on the 5th of April. So that will be happening, and all of our kids will have a show on the 5th. More is going to come out, so you don't need to write this down. I'll make sure that we send out notice way in advance. Just some other high-level items. We've talked about STEMA last year. STEMA really expanded this year. We're fortunate to have a full-time STEMA teacher, which means that all of your kids are getting STEAM, and STEMA is the French abbreviation. We've really put in a lot of funding into robotics, into blue bots, into coding, just so we can really prepare our kids for what the future holds, right? So STEAM is very important to me, and that is something that we have expanded on. Some non-fun items, COVID. So COVID, including our nanny, I found out today. So we shall see what happens, because I also have a baby, and the baby doesn't have a nanny right now because COVID. So COVID policy this school year, and this is SBPS wide, it is recommended to stay away. It is not mandatory. And that goes for staff and kids. So it is recommended to isolate. It is not mandatory. Obviously, if a person's not feeling well, they're not feeling well. And we really closely monitor this with our kiddos in the office. And last but not least, Rebecca, cut me off if I'm taking up too much time. Just one more thing, transportation has room for growth. So we have 13 different buses. As you know, we're a magnet. The reason why we're a late school feeds into transportation needs, because 13 buses have to service magnet schools, meaning that they're coming from different directions because we're not a community neighborhood school. And with that, we need to be the last, and that's for all magnet schools, and that makes it really complex. So my ask to you all is, please make sure that you do not change your transportation needs post 3 p.m. And I sent that out in my first newsletter. We cannot honor that. So if it's after 3 p.m., we cannot honor it, just because it gets really tricky in the building to manage that. Our teachers don't check their emails because they shouldn't have to, and they can't. They're with our kids. So after 3 o'clock, teachers generally don't have prep period, so they can't even get that message. So please just make sure you remember that. And last but not least, the bus app. You have a bus app. It's on SBPS. I will drop it in the chat. So you have the manual. It's a 2-pager PDF if you need to download the app. And that is all I have. Rebecca, do you want me to take any feedback, questions, comments now, or?
Sure, you can, if that'd be just fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does anyone have any questions? I know I just threw a lot of things at you. Questions, feedback, suggestions, needs?
At what age do kids get involved with the robot club that you were talking about?
Oh, great question. Well, there's two things going on. So with robotics, we do that for all of our kids. So pre-K through fifth are able to go to Madame Eichten, that is our STEAM teacher. So they're all exposed.
Did you say STEAM is what you're saying? STEAM?
Yes, yep, science, technology, engineering, yep, exactly, STEAM. Yeah, but we call it STEAMA because it's the French abbreviation for it.
Of course.
We also have a Lego program and they do a little bit of this too, but that's for older grades and that's after school. But for STEAMA or STEAM, that is for all of our kids, pre-kinder through fifth. They're all exposed to it.
Okay.
And it's in 50-minute blocks.
Okay, so that's part of the regular day. I've seen that in the newsletter. It's not like an after school or a club thing.
Nope, nope.
Okay, sorry, misunderstood then. Cool. No, my kid wants to
Yeah.
build robots when he grows up. He's in pre-K, so we'll give him some leverage to change his mind.
There you go. There you go.
I'll get some practice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm. I'm really excited to hear that it's gonna be cool that you're working on like oral proficiency and measuring oral proficiency in French. That is gonna be so awesome.
Yeah, our teachers, as you know, are super hard workers. And last year we
Yes.
are actually ahead of the game. As you know, in the country, there is a fear that we haven't been teaching reading correctly, right? As a K-12, pre-K-12 system. And the research shows that we need to utilize the science of reading. And this is actually a district directive for this year. So the district is going in that direction. I know a lot of states have made it mandatory. We have not yet as the state of Minnesota, but the district of St. Paul has. And our teachers actually were on a committee last year, which was on top of their regular duties. And they took this work on so we can develop this. And that is what we're doing this year. So we're a little bit ahead of the game, and I'm really excited for us to be able to measure that as well for our kids. Yeah. All right. If there are no more questions, I will be available if you would like to send me a private message as well.
Sounds good.
Thank you for
Thank
listening.
you. Thank you. Thank you for welcoming our kids back with open arms. You guys have been doing an amazing job. So we can definitely tell all the hard work from our end. That's for sure.
Thank you all for helping us.
Yeah. First few weeks can be so exhausting, but so exciting too. It's a new start. Okay, so our PTO is made up of 4 committees. And so each committee chair is just going to take a couple minutes to talk about their committee and what they do for the year. So we will start with Malia Caruso, who is our communications chair. She is.
Okay, yeah.
It's your turn. Just kidding.
So
Malia is a very
yeah.
hardworking parent. I'll put it. She does a lot for us. So thank you.
Yeah. So yes, again, I'm Malia. There's a few ways that we communicate to families about, what we've got going on and ways to get involved. Probably one of the things you'll see the most is backpack flyers. So we'll make copies and send those home. So those are important to look at, but everything will also get posted on, we have a website, which I will share in the comments as well, if you're not familiar with it. And then we are also on Facebook as well. So most of the important information is going to come home in Facebook, or not Facebook flyers, in backpack flyers. And then also with the principals news blast, which will be on the website now. If anybody is interested also in helping with communications, if you enjoy being creative with making flyers and stuff like that, definitely reach out. We have a lot of flyers that go home, so there's always room to get involved there. But yeah, those are kind of the main ways to stay in touch. And I'll also put like the communications email address too, just if anybody has any questions about communications that do go out. Let me know.
Awesome. Thank you, Malia. Okay, then we also have our intern committee. And our intern committee chair is moving to Ireland. So he is really busy with getting ready for the move. So I'll be sharing about the intern committee tonight. So basically our intern program is we have a group of French-speaking interns. The parents meet as a committee with the teachers and the administration to run the program. As I said earlier, the PTO, the parent community fully funds the program. So we do several fundraisers throughout the year to raise the funding that we need. It costs about $6,000 per intern for us to pay their visa fees and their stipend. They get a monthly stipend and health insurance. And then we also recruit and we have host families. So the families from the school host an intern in their home. It's for about, you would either host either in the fall or the spring. So it's about 4.5 months long that you would have be able to welcome one of our French interns into your home. It's a really cool opportunity because it just opens your world. It's amazing. We were able to host last fall and it was so fun. Our intern was from Réunion Island, which is a French department off the kind of near Madagascar. And so it was just amazing for our kids to learn all about that culture and that part of the world, and to have someone a native French speaker living in our home with us. It's a really cool opportunity. So it's something that we hope that anyone who is able will be able to take advantage of during your time at L'Étoile du Nord. And the requirements for hosting would be that you have a private bedroom. These are just the visa requirements. So they come over on a J1 visa, which is an intern visa. And they require that we provide them a private bedroom with a door that shuts and an egress window. It doesn't have, and you don't have to have a private bathroom. You can share the bathroom. The host family provides all their meals. So whether it be the meal or just the ingredients to make the meal, like they could pack their own lunch. But you'd have like the sandwich fixings or something, whatever they would like, things like that. And then the host family also provides transportation to and from school. And that could be school bus or parent pickup, just however your kids get to school. So it's a really cool program. We are looking for one more host family for the spring. So if this sounds like something that would be great for your family, please let us know. You can reach out. Malia put the communications email in the chat, or you can reach out to me and I'll put my email in the chat as well. And then in January, we will have our official host family recruitment month for next year already. Always thinking ahead. So the intern program it's a really special part of our school because we get to really the interns bring their culture, they bring the native language support to our students, which is really cool, and lower the student-teacher ratio in the classroom. So we're really privileged that we're able to do this and we're able to support the intern program. And it's something that hopefully, like I said, hopefully all of our community, it takes the whole entire community to support it. Because as you probably can grasp, it is a large program, a large a task. So hopefully all families will find a way to support in their own way during their time here at L'Étoile du Nord. And if you are interested, in joining our intern committee, we're always looking for new parents, and there will be an opportunity later on to provide your information for that. But we meet monthly with the parents, and then we also meet once with the teachers and with Sophia. So the commitment for if you wanted to join our intern committee would be 2 meetings a month. They're hour-long meetings in principle. And then any tasks that you'd want to take on, we do social events for the interns. We're gonna have a fall pizza party this weekend for them. And like I said, we find host families. It's just really special to get to know and be involved with this really group of really great young people who are in our school and working with our kids. So we would love to have you if you're interested. And so that is the intern committee. And are there any questions about the intern committee before I go on? Oh, Armel, I see you have something in the chat. I remember meeting you last year. I'm so glad to see you tonight. I'll follow up with you on that. Do we have any other questions?
Rebecca, can I say if there's no
Yes.
other questions
What did I
about
forget?
anything?
I
No,
forgot something.
nothing about this. I actually forgot about it with communications. So
Oh.
if people don't have questions about the intern program.
Okay. Yeah, it's a great program. And we have a
Okay.
great group this year. I love them. They're so fun. Anyway, okay, go ahead, Malia.
Right. I forgot to mention another tool that we have for communications, which is a big one. It's our app. So on our app, it's got a directory on there, which is essentially a way for families to be able to connect outside of the classroom. So there's the directory is just for those who opt in. So you can't get anybody's like personal information if you're not on the app. But it's a way to connect. And then also every month we'll send out just like a newsletter of what's going to be coming up for that month or anything to look forward to and kind of keep on a calendar. And I'll put the link for that in our chat box too.
Awesome. The app is amazing. It's so great. Like if your kid comes home and they're like, my new best friend is so and so, and can we have a play date? And you're like, yes, but I don't know how to contact them. If ever, you can just go on the app and people put their information in there, and you can have your play date. So it's a really cool tool for us. And thank you for Malia she's done a lot of work on it. It's a really cool app. Okay. We also have a social committee, and our social committee chair is a football mom, and there is football tonight. So you also get to hear from me about the social committee. And social committee, it's so nice to be able to, kind of get started with some of these social events again. So social committee provides teacher appreciation meals during conferences in the fall and in the spring. And there's also a full week in May where we do a teacher and staff appreciation. And so every day we get do a new like a thing for the teachers, like coffee in the teachers lounge, or we do chalk art outside. And you're welcome. Sophia says thank you for that. So you're welcome. And so those are all organized by the social committee. This year, we are also going to host an open gym night. And that is going to be just a space for kids to play. Our new gym teacher, Monsieur Doyle, has so generously agreed to let us use the gym equipment. So, once the weather turns colder and you've got some antsy kiddos, we have a place for you. The gym will be open. It's going to be on the second Wednesday of every month, from 6 to 8 p.m. and more information will come about that. So that will be a fun place for us all to connect. It's not a drop-off event, so parents should plan to attend with their students, and then the parents can chat and socialize, and the kids can burn off some energy before bed. So everyone wins. And then we also have some awesome events that that social committee is heavily involved in. So we have a spring event called Kermesse, which is our spring carnival, and there's that we had last year, kind of the first one in a few years, and it was really fun. Carnival games and food and a bouncy house and things like that. So so social committee is really busy doing a lot of awesome things for the school, and Nicole, our social committee chair, is just I love her. If you're looking for like a really fun, amazing place to get involved, that is a really, I love working with her. So so that's a cool committee. And then our final committee is the fundraising committee. And Erica Scott is our fundraising committee chair. And so that is also a really important role. And I do not see Erica, but that's okay. So the fundraising committee runs a couple of major fundraisers. And our first one is coming up very soon. So from October 2nd to October 13th, we'll be doing our direct donation campaign, which is just meant to be a super easy fundraiser for parents. So instead of like having to like buy pizzas or, you know, whatever it is, gift wrap or something, you can just write a check and then be done with it. So it's really fun. You'll be getting a letter home in about a week or so, with a little donation card and an envelope, so you can mark off if you'd like to make a donation. There's also a spot to mark off if it doesn't work to give a donation at this time, and that is totally fine. It's the participation that counts. So if you could, all the parents could just take a look at the card, return it to school, and then the classes earn prizes based on how many envelopes are returned. So like I said, you don't have to give a donation, but if you just return the envelope, it counts towards the class's total, and there are some fun prizes on the way. So like say the class returns 2 cards, everyone gets a little glow stick. If they return 4 cards, there's I don't remember the exact thing, but there's a few other fun things. They can earn extra recess. The class that returns the most envelopes wins a donut party. So they are very excited about that as well. So that is going to be coming up, and you can look for that coming home in your kids' backpacks soon. It's one of our major fundraisers. The other major fundraiser that we do is the Glow Run, which will be in March this year, in the beginning of March. And that is also really fun. We have found a great company who comes out and they deck out the gym with this huge like blow up thing and all kinds of lights, and they play fun music and a DJ, and the kids run around. They get pledges for the number of laps that they run. So that's our other main PTO fundraiser for the year. And you will get to know Erica this year if you come to our meetings. She's also an amazing person. So we thank you in advance for all of your contributions to fundraising. And if you'd like to help with fundraising and be on the fundraising committee, that's also an area that you could volunteer. So those are the committees. And then we are going to kind of give some highlights of our annual events. So Michou, would you like to talk a little bit about NAPID and the soirée?
I like when you say the soirée.
The soirée.
So beautiful.
I'm ready for the soirée right now.
All right, hello everybody. So NAPI is a National African American Parent Involvement Day, and during this day take place during the month of February. So it's each February of the month. So last year it was a success. We have during the month of February, we make parents sign for a story time in the classroom. We encourage Black African American parents to sign for those, and we still want to do that this year. So every Friday, parent can sign and go read or share their career with the kids. So we also have assembly, general assembly. And I know last year a lot of parents complained because we had 2 assembly and they didn't have the chance, to attend because they can take off. So we are still working with the principal to see if we can have 1 general assembly to make sure that everybody can be there. And the last piece is the soirée gastronomique. During the soirée gastronomique, we have a talent show this year. We're going to make sure that kids sign for the talent show and parents can help at home. So we're going to send a sign-up sheet. If you want to do such a talent show, you just have to sign and make sure to prepare your kids at home. So that is what I have for parent NAPI. And we will still need volunteer for speaker because during the assembly, we need parent to be a speaker. So if any parent would like to be a speaker during the assembly, the general assembly, please contact me. So I'm going to just send my email in the chat. Thank you.
Thank you, Mishu.
You're welcome.
Mishu works so hard on this event, and it's really incredible, all the different pieces, and it's exciting to have that event at our school. So thank you. Let's see. We have some other main events. I talked about the direct donation campaign that's coming up, and the Glow Run. And Malia, did you talk about the book fairs already?
Sorry, no, I did not, but I
That's
can.
okay.
Yeah, so we have the book fair, which is always the same week as conferences. So students in grades 2 to 5 will have a chance one day. So it's for the week. They'll have one day that's for shopping with their classrooms. And then it will also be available to families to attend. Usually I think it's Tuesday and Thursday evenings, and then Fridays. But we're always looking for volunteers if anybody is available to help like set up or take down or even work during the day helping students find books and working the cash registers and stuff. But yes, the book fair will be always with conferences. And then I'm also just going to talk a little bit about the French. We have a French Scholastic order. Well, we have one coming up next week, and information will go home on that. All the orders are placed on our website, but basically what it is we go through Scholastic Canada, which offers French books to our students. So there's a selection of about like 70 or so books that'll be available to order a few times over the course of this year.
Thank you so much for organizing that. It's a really cost-effective way to get French books into your home. I don't know if anyone has looked up. They can get quite costly, so Scholastic is a really good option for us. Thank you. Then let's see. We also do a plant sale in the spring, so you'll get more information about that in February. And the pickup will be the Friday before Mother's Day. Wink, wink. So there's some really nice plants that you can purchase that support the PTO. The proceeds go to support the PTO. We'll also be doing spirit gear again. So we'll be selling t-shirts and probably sweatshirts. And you'll have the opportunity to order them in November. And they'll be delivered before the holiday break, the winter break. And then we also sell spirit gear again in the spring. That I think wraps up all of the main. Anyone, did I forget anything that we want to talk about? We have a lot going on. Lots of ways to get involved, as you've probably been gathering. Okay. We have our PTO treasurer here tonight. Lola is with us, and she's going to give an update. So I'm going to share my screen, and I'll put up our our budget with all the numbers that other people understand and work very hard on. So give me just a second. And Lola, do you want to take a minute to introduce yourself? I know I saw her. Oh, there you are. I think, oh, you're still on mute, Lola.
Hello,
There you
everyone.
are. Hello.
Hello. My name is Ibilola Kugblenu, but my nickname is Lola. I'm fine. You can call me Lola, as Ibilola is hard for some people to spell it. I'm the treasurer, and here we have the budget for 2023-2024. Let me pull on my computer here.
I was singing in the hallway when this happened.
Our goal this year is to raise 55,100, and we expect that the direct donation will make about 1/4 of the PTO funding, and we have for direct donation we expect 13,500. For corporate matching donation, 6,000. I think I have everything on the table. I have for fund run, we expect 20,000. For KMS, 5,000. Fall Carnival, 4,000. Plain sale, 2,000. Spiritwear, 2,000. Give to the mast, 1,500. Restaurant night, 500. Bus stop, 100. And down here we have our expenses, how we think we will be using the money. For intern program, 36,000, NAPI 5,000, raising awareness 5,000, administration 4,000, grant program 4,000, field trip 3,000, teacher appreciation meal 2,500, social event 2,000, principal fund 1,500, outreach initiative 1,500, and beautification 200. That's how we are planning to be using the budget this year. At this moment, we spend 12,805 for intern program, 800 for administration, $647 for teacher appreciation, and $173 on beautification. I don't know if people want to know how much we have in the account right now. We have we have our PTO checking account, we have the PTO saving account, and we have CD account, but I don't have access to the CD account yet. But I think this month or next month, Rebecca probably will add me to the CD account. For PTO checking account, we have $16,176, and for the saving account, currently we have $35,880. The total is 52,000, around 52,000. That's what we have currently in the account.
And then Lola mentioned our CDs. We also have two $20,000 CDs, which are going to mature in the next couple months. And they've earned us almost $1,000 worth of interest over the year. So that's really nice to help towards our administrative costs. And then we also have a $5,000 CD as well. So we have quite a nice reserve built up.
Thank you, Lola, for the update.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
You know how much brain work you have now?
It's good
I'm
to see
open.
you, Lola.
Yeah.
It's so nice to see everyone.
Yeah.
We're usually just talking on the phone. All right. And so I don't know if I might have already said this, but we create our budget in the spring. Did I say that already? We create our budget in the spring for the following year, and then we will vote on it at our May meeting. So if you have any input on the budget, spring is the time we will be reaching out about that. And thank you, Lola, for all your hard work, taking care of our finances. We appreciate it.
You're welcome.
You can read the message, Rebecca. Someone say in the message, I think it's Julie. Box
Okay.
Stop already made
Yay.
$164 this school year. So
Awesome.
your
Thank
update,
you. Julie, do you want to share about the Box Stop program?
that would be great.
Yeah. Is she still here? She must be.
Hi, sorry, I can't get my camera to work. Can you hear me?
Not to put you on the spot, Julie. Yes, we can hear you. Perfect.
No worries, no worries. Yeah, so the box tops is a really great way to support the school, especially because you don't have to give extra money. It's all just based on what you're currently buying. And there's an app that you can put on your phone, and you just scan your receipt in there, and then it looks for box tops items, and it gives us 10 cents per item. Target a lot of times runs, Target and Walmart especially run a lot of bonus box tops throughout the year. So in August, we made a lot of money on that. I think we made almost $100 just in August, just because of all the bonus opportunities. And we get special referral bonuses. So we got $9 just because people referred people to box tops and they signed up and scanned a receipt. So yeah, super simple. And I'll send out some information too throughout the year just to remind people about the app, remind people to scan. And so it's super low key, and it's just an easy way to make a couple $100 extra for our PTO to support our kiddos.
Thank you, Julie.
Thank you.
Every dollar counts. Okay. So now we have a couple items of new business for tonight. We are also looking for, if you are a parent who's been around at the school for a little while, we're looking for some volunteers who would be able to guide school tours for prospective families. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, just mark that on that. We're going to take a survey in a couple of minutes. And you can mark that if that sounds good, or reach out to one of us. It would be, the time commitment would be flexible, based on what, I'm not sure, Sophia, do you know, are there set times for the tours, or do they just, they're scheduled based on the prospective families?
We have them set. Last year we did 10 o'clock. And it
Okay.
worked really well on, I believe it was a Tuesday. Andrea would help me. And it worked really well because we would all welcome the families, and then they would do a quick tour of the office, and they would enter the building and do a tour with a parent. And then at the end, they would do kind of a principal welcome afterwards and ask any questions that they have about the building. And it worked really well. I don't like doing them per appointment unless it's absolutely necessary for the family, just because I want to be available for families, but I'm not able to manage that at all times. So what we do is, last year we posted it on the website. So if families want to look way ahead in a few months even, they can say, okay, it's always on Tuesdays at 10. And if they absolutely can't make that time, that's okay, then they'll email. And we had a few families that just could not make the 10 a.m. ever. So that's completely okay too. But it worked pretty well.
Yeah, awesome. It's a nice way to get to know the school. So
Yeah, and
if
I think do we have volunteers, Rebecca, for this year in Mishu? Do we have anyone that
Not yet.
Wonderful.
I think Reagan is going to be helping with it a bit. And so we're kind of
Yeah.
looking for some new parents to help give the tours. So yeah. So if you've been around a little while and you know the building and the program, and you'd be interested in walking through with some new families and highlighting our awesome program, just reach out.
Thank you.
That makes sense. Yeah. Okay. So we have now, we're going to post a link. Malia will give the instructions. And it's just a little survey. So we've kind of shared about all the things that the PTO does. And if you've been thinking, oh yeah, that would be cool, I want to get involved with that. This is your chance. Everyone can take a moment to take the survey, and you can just mark on the survey which areas you'd be interested in helping in. There are a few things on there that we might not have touched on yet. So if you have any questions while you're taking it, go ahead and just jump on and ask away. So Malia, do you want to tell them how to take the survey?
Yeah, I'm just posting it in the chat right now, and it's just a Google Doc, so it should hopefully really easily pull up where you can click the link, and then if you're interested in volunteering with a certain spot, you can go ahead and check it. Thank you.
Awesome. All right, so there it is. So if you go down to the bottom and you can click on chat, the chat will come up, and you can just click on the volunteer survey, and you can take a few minutes to fill it out. And now we'll give wait time, as they say in the teaching biz. If you can't find it or you have trouble accessing it, just hop on and let us know. It's really quiet at my house, so that must mean that my husband is, all the kids are outside. Mishu also has 4 kids, so you know how it is.
Till the summer, we can go outside. Wait for
Yeah.
the winter.
Yeah. I know it's been so nice to get outside this week, like especially after the kids are tired and they just want to be out in the sunshine. It's been so nice. I'll also put my email in the chat so you can reach out to me if you need anything. Like I said, there's lots of ways to get involved. We're working on putting together a fall event, so hopefully that'll be coming sometime in the next couple months, and more details will be coming about that. And this will not be the only opportunity to volunteer either. We will also be asking for the specific events as they happen too. Hard to believe it's already almost the end of September. My goodness. It's crazy. Fidel and Mishu, are you guys in different rooms?
Yes, we
Nice.
are.
I love it. Fidel, how's your year going so far?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great. It's a pleasure for me, like, to be a part of this meeting tonight.
Oh,
Yeah.
thanks. Oh, yeah, it's so busy right now. There's so much going on.
Mhm.
Talking about kids, they are back.
Yeah. My goodness.
I don't know if it's a good time to ask.
Sure.
This should be like a personal question. I know, but Madame Bossa said earlier that the school opens late for some reasons. Well, I don't quite remember, but I was wondering if there's any parents here or faculty. I wonder who has tips like like a recommendation about before school programs, and how does that affect the pickup and drop off time for the child? Like my daughter has to be picked up around 8:34, but I have to be in school at 8 a.m., which is
Yeah.
usually tricky for me. I sometimes have to stay until she's picked up or have someone take her to the bus downstairs. That has been a problem for me, and I haven't found a solution for that. If someone has any recommendation, I'll be happy to hear.
Yeah, that's a good question. And Sophia had to step away for a minute, but she'll be back. So she could also maybe address that. Are there any parents here who have found a good solution that works for your family? Or before school? We live in the White Bear Lake District, and their elementary school starts at 7:25 a.m. in the morning. So the elementary kids in our neighborhood get on the bus like at 7 a.m. but they're home then at like 2. So they have the reverse problem. It's like they're home in the afternoon early. And
Is Sophia here?
Did you
Oh,
look
she did.
into the Discovery Club program for the
Oh,
kids?
yes.
I know they're trying to hire more teachers, so they have room for more kids. And last I talked to the district about it, they're saying they're actively hiring for that. So I anticipate to see some more room opening pretty soon for that. That would be a good option. I remember my other kid that used to be in Letwell-Dinor, we did that program. It worked really well for us for the mornings and also for the after school.
I've heard good things about Discovery Club. Who is this besides iPhone 12 mini?
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Who?
This is Ibrahim Wardi.
Oh, hey.
Hi. I'm a returning parent to Letwell-Dinor. So my oldest kid is 13. She went through the Letwell-Dinor in their older program. They have 2 different schools.
Yes.
And now I have a pre-K kid, Sarah. She just started this year, and potentially another kid in 2 years will start. Adam, probably follow the same steps.
Awesome.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
It's a
heard good
great
things
school.
about Discovery. So, so maybe does the Discovery Club meet at our school before?
It used to be
Yeah.
It used to be in the school before, in the
Yeah.
lower campus.
Our campus.
Oh, right.
It
Okay.
used to be there, so you just drop your kid at 7 in the morning, and they'll just stay in school, and then they'll just transfer them to the class when the time comes. I think now it's still there, so just bus them from lower campus to upper campus.
Okay. Oh, I see Sophia's back. Sophia, if you can hear me, we had a question about before school care for kids, like say you have to start work at 8, but we're a late start school this year. Are there any good solutions? So we're just kind of asking. Someone had asked the group, and we were talking a little bit about Discovery Club. Do you have any, Sophia, do you have any insights about that? She can hear me. Maybe she's still with the baby. Babies are unpredictable, you know?
I know Discovery Club is in wait list right now, so we are in it too. I drop my kid every day. I keep pressurizing the district to find more people to help with it. But I'm hoping that will happen soon. But it's a very good solution. If you can pay for it, it's really helpful, and we've used it in the past and very dependable.
Sounds like a great program. It's a good option for families. Yeah, that can be kind of tricky. Okay, well,
thank
have-
you, whoever
Oh.
spoke, for his insight. That's the beginning. Thank you.
Yeah. And thank you to everyone who filled out the survey tonight. And we have a little bit of extra time, so we can open it up. If anyone has any questions or input or anything they want more explanation on, this would be a good time to ask. And if we take a little longer, then I won't have to help put the kids to bed. So, you know, you should ask your questions. Should be a really fun year. It'll be
Hey, I have
fun.
a question.
Oh yeah.
And this
Hi.
is kind of to the group. We have a kindergartner this year, our first kid going to school. And we just the bus has been extremely late most days on both ends, but especially at drop off. And I was just wondering if that's kind of a common issue that everyone's seeing with buses, or if it might be ours in particular, just in terms of how to follow up. After it was like 40 minutes late 2 days in a row. My husband emailed the transportation department, but they haven't gotten back. It's been about a week. So I don't know if that's kind of common or if it's maybe kind of particular to our bus.
I've seen it happen in the past, especially to us when we were in St. Paul. It's always tough for the beginning of the year to adjust to all the schedules, and some kids are a little late. They have to wait for them, and also the bus driver learning the routes. But I've seen it improve a lot quickly. But they usually get back to you quickly if you ask questions. You said it was like 2 days, a week?
Well, it's been late every day, but 2 days were 40 minutes, which was just excessive.
That's a long time.
Yeah. They were like on the wrong side of the highway for a while. It was very bizarre.
They've never been on time, ever.
Oh, no.
Okay, so sounds like, because we expect that like as drivers get their routes down, like the beginning is going to be a little different as kindergartners are learning how to even get to their bus, all that. I just didn't know if with a couple weeks in, if it's kind of like there may be a particular issue on ours at this point.
Yeah, 40 minutes is a lot. Delayed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Usually 5-10 minutes. Sometimes during the snow days, 20 minutes.
Yeah, that's a
minutes. I wonder what would be in the snow day.
okay. All right, thanks. Thanks for crowdsourcing that. We'll probably follow up with transportation again then.
Yeah, if you're able to meet the bus driver too and just ask, that's been helpful for us. We have a middle schooler too, and someone almost got left in the morning, and she's like, "Oh yeah, we're like 2 minutes early now." So they just changed the time and didn't communicate that. So that could also be something going on, but the bus driver could probably tell you.
Okay, sounds good. I will ask her. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah. Hopefully the transportation you'll be able to get in touch with transportation too.
Thank you, Shali, and welcome to LMFI.
Yeah, hopefully kindergarten is going well so far. It's so fun to see all the little kids coming into school in the morning. It's hard to believe that my kids are getting older. Crazy. Any other questions or?
I have a question. Is this the first year that they're doing parent drop off using cars and then just lining in the street and driving car by car?
Oh, the comments,
I
the
know that's
thoughts. Yeah, does anyone else like fantasize about going out there with a vest on and directing traffic or something? No. I'm just kidding. So we live out of district, so we've always done drop off. So they have had it. I know when we were at Lower, there was kind of a natural little spot in the parking lot where you could just pull in and drop, and it's a little trickier at Upper, just having it on the street there. I will say, like, for the last few years, it's after a few weeks, people kind of get it down and it goes a little faster and smoother. But yeah, kind of something that we have that is. Any other parents do parent pickup and parent drop off? Amishu, yeah. Yeah, especially the first, some of the kids are really little and they need help, getting out of the car and getting in. And at the end of the day, it seems to go really smoothly. I think there are some more adults out there, and in the morning, sometimes I think people help their kids, and that's a good thing too, if they need help. So, yeah. Every once in a while, you'll see a school bus that accidentally goes down that street, and then you're like, oh, we are in for some good entertainment to see how the school bus can get out of here. Yeah. Oh.
Do you think the next few meetings will be in person?
For the PTO meetings, we were hoping to meet just our first meeting in person, just to kind of say hi and see people. We found that we have had a lot more participation meeting virtually, and it's just easier with the weather in the winter. So we thought we would stay virtual.
Okay.
Not necessarily because of COVID, but just because we have like 3 times the people that come. People can just kind of hop on and don't necessarily need to find childcare. So that's a good question. Our next meeting, we will usually always meet now on the second Thursday of the month. And the first in September, we meet on the third Thursday just because it's so close to the beginning of the school year. But all of our other meetings will be on the second Thursday of the month from 8 to 9 p.m. We do a little bit of a later time. Hopefully you can get your kids to sleep, or, on their way to sleep by that time, and then you can just grab a LaCroix or whatever your drink of choice is and hang out with the PTO, and we'll stay virtual. And here is Lukey. You want to say hi? Say hi. I think you escaped daddy, huh? And grabbed one of the baby's passies.
Can I ask one more question to the group?
Yes. Of course.
There was a question, forgive me if I mispronounce, Kie, asked about transportation. Do we have any transportation solutions for students either in the morning or the afternoon? I guess, well, besides the bus, if there's any other kind of transportation options.
Where did she live? Is it Woodbury or Oakdale or Simple? Because some parent couple too. So
Okay.
we can do option with parents, depend where she lives. That's another.
Are you talking about a family that's coming from Bloomington?
This is well, this individual, forgive me, is on the chat right now, or on the group text, but just trying to figure out where they live.
Okay, so transportation wise, I'm sorry, do you mean like the school bus, or are you talking about for parents, if parents can do kind of a ride share?
I think what I'm going to, si possible pour continuer en français, parce que cette personne préfère de parler en français pour cette question.
Oh, ok, parfait, pas de problème.
Okay.
Super.
Gré, s'il vous plaît, pouvez-vous demander la question pour tout le monde?
C'est qui? Tu peux poser ta question en français. Si tu es en train de parler, tu es toujours sous mute. Tu peux unmute et tu poses la question. On pourra te répondre. T'aider. Collins, comment elle s'appelle?
Oh, bonsoir.
Bonsoir. Comment tu vas?
Vous m'entendez? Ça va bien, merci. C'est Fama. Oui, j'habite à Bilmonton, comme Sophia vient de dire. Je suis une parente nouvelle à l'Étoile du Nord et je suis à la recherche d'un appartement à Saint-Paul, mais je n'arrive pas à trouver jusqu'à présent. C'est difficile pour moi. J'ai trouvé quelqu'un qui est en train de m'aider pour le transport de mes enfants, mais je ne sais pas si elle sera toujours disponible d'ici la fin de l'année. C'est pour cela que j'ai avancé ma question pour demander de l'aide à propos du transport.
Tu
Oui.
cherches, tu cherches un appartement de combien de chambres?
2 chambres.
Ok.
Ton budget.
Ok, le budget.
Est-ce qu'on peut mettre dans l'email? Là, elle répond. On peut mettre notre email et elle nous contacte. Tu vois?
C'est une
Ok,
bonne idée.
Ouais.
Bonne idée.
Donc, je vais mettre l'email et tu pourras nous contacter ou le numéro de téléphone.
Oh, d'accord.
Micho and Rebecca, 'cause we tried on the school side, so for the PTO side, I don't know how you want to navigate, but it would require a family that potentially someone travels for work or whatever it is from that side of the cities to us in the morning, and then the other way around in the afternoon.
Okay, and currently the family lives in Bloomington?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We'd say so.
Okay. So kind of looking for any parents who might be able to help with transportation for a family who lives in Bloomington. Je pense qu'on a fait la connaissance en août, n'est-ce pas?
Ah oui, oui, je me rappelle. Même Missou, je crois. On s'est rencontrés à la
Oui.
journée porte ouverte.
C'est bien de te voir.
Ah, non. C'est toi que j'ai rencontré durant
Oui.
Oh, ok.
Oui.
Comment ça va? Ça veut dire que j'ai ton
Ça
numéro.
va bien, merci. Oh, vous pouvez m'appeler sur mon numéro aussi si vous trouvez quelque chose.
Je crois, oui,
Trouver
j'ai ton
l'appartement à Saint-Paul, c'est ce qui me pose problème. Vraiment, si vous avez quelque
Oui.
chose pour m'aider, oh, oui, vraiment,
Oui,
vraiment,
je
j'ai
pense-
besoin de logement à Saint-Paul, oui.
J'ai ton adresse email, alors je peux t'envoyer, je peux chercher, je vais faire un note, je vais noter.
D'accord.
Sophia, we had a question while you were gone about before school care for kids whose parents work in the morning. Do you have any suggestions for the group? Like what parents do in the morning? I think Discovery Club may be full, or that might be an
Yeah,
option.
I have that question myself as a parent, so. Okay, so I will tell you, unfortunately, one, the spots are limited, and two, it is paid for, so it is not a free before school. We do not have anything before school unless you're doing Discovery Club. And Discovery Club is obviously for a fee, and they have a wait list. So if you're to get on that, you really need to be on it come December of the year prior. So that's a tough one. in the morning, we don't have any morning programs in the building. In the afternoon, we have a ton. I think we're pretty much at this point, we're double booked per day. Whether it's Girl Scouts or it's for Lego League and on and community ed and discovery, all of those things are happening in the afternoon, but in the morning we have absolutely nothing. And I do know it's a struggle for a lot of our families, myself included. We don't have anything, and we are a late start, so it makes it even harder. And again, the reason we are a late start is because of transportation, because we're a magnet. So I don't have a good answer that anyone wants to hear. We do not have any before school opportunities at this time. But Discovery Club. And Discovery Club is in and actually for Discovery Club, if the fee is ever a problem for anyone, I do believe they have scholarships as well, as long as you qualify. Bethany Rohde it's RHODE is the person to contact that supports with it. And before school for Discovery Club is about 5 minutes from our building. It's the old lower campus, which is the 1305 Prosperity Avenue. But that is all you can have. And we cannot have kids in the building prior to 9:15 just because contractually our teachers don't start until 9:15. So yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, I know it's not ideal. If anyone wants to start something, let me know for before school. I know after school is popular, and like I said, we're really double booked at this point for this year, but for before school, I haven't heard anyone interested, so that would be something that would be awesome.
Principal Bosser, sorry, long day. Anyways, there is I am not saying this like promoting something like a private organized business, but there is a childcare center called Paideia. I'll type in the name and the website address, but it's a childcare center. It offers daycare, but also offers before and after school care for school-age children. So that might be a solution. When Thea and Lizzie were younger, before school age, we toured there and we liked, oh, okay, somebody just chimed in. For the person P8, could you talk about the Paideia experience?
Do you have to go to the location, Colin, or do they come to you?
Sure. Sorry, I had to unmute myself. Yeah, so Padea's over in Oakdale. So if you're on the east side, it's a possible solution. So my son's birthday is on September 2nd, so he couldn't go to public pre-K last year because there's a deadline of September 1st for public pre-K. So we had him in Padilla as well. I'm not sure how you get bused from there, though, how that would work out. I do know that there are people that do things prior to school and after school and somehow get the kids to their schools, but I'm not sure how that works. I think KinderCare does something like that as well, which is up on White Bear Avenue and like 36, because when we were looking at different daycare centers, they said that, yeah, they were a center where a bunch of buses would come and you would have to kind of set it up that the buses would know where to go from there. None of this stuff, though, is going to be free or anything like that. It's a service you have to pay for. I live on the east side and I'm just I work right by the BCA. So the lower campus was just the easiest solution for us.
Yeah, no, and that's great to know. And my only wondering would be for families that need to rely on transportation. I don't know if they can utilize, is it Paideia, is that how you pronounce it? Because then you can't, right? Because transportation wouldn't do that early for our building. So I'm not sure how that would work, but that's something to look into. Ideally, I know some schools do it works, I think it's called, something with different sports, and it's just kind of it's pretty athletic and it's a lot of outdoors activities. So Playworks, that's what it's called. So they'll come out to schools and do programming with schools. It is paid for, but it's paid for the building level. It's not per child. I haven't explored it yet because with the district protocols, it has to be a guideline we're following, and I haven't explored that yet, but I am learning more and more that it is a struggle for a lot of our families to do that late start. So Playworks is something I've kind of inquired about, but beyond that, it's community ed is the only option. And I know they're full. So I'm open to ideas if anyone has any ideas for morning. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still trying to figure out how to get everyone out the door by 8:30, and that's
The best is when
everyone
you
dressed
pack
in
everything and then you forget a kid.
Yeah. Everyone gets in the car and I'm like, did everyone eat something? Did you eat something? Did you drink something? Did you go potty? Are you wearing shoes? Okay, we're good.
No shoes.
I was just sharing that our White Bear district, the elementary schools start at like 7:30, so their kids get on the bus at like 7 a.m. and they get home at like 2 or 2:30. It's crazy.
It's
It's the
all the
opposite.
magnets. So the idea is with a public school, you get, it's a privilege, right? Because there is rules on the bus, but you get school transportation. In order for a magnet to operate that way, you need to have it be the last, which is why we have the 9:15, because they're literally busing from all over the city. Versus a community school, you're only busing a tiny zone within the lines, and therefore they can start earlier because the buses only need to be so many and they can get the kids faster. With us, like I said, we have 13 buses daily, which is a lot. So we're pulling kids from all over the city of St. Paul, and buses can't keep up with that prior to dropping off all the other schools. So that's why all the, like, if you look at the dance magnets, the Spanish immersion, the French immersion, Ming, the Chinese immersion, they're all late start because of that.
Okay.
So
That makes sense. That makes total sense. I never thought of it that way before.
me neither. I just learned that last year.
Yeah. So do you have any, someone else was commenting, do you have any wisdom for us about navigating the parent drop off and pickup line? Sophia, do you have any words of wisdom?
No, my wisdom's up.
Godspeed.
No, I don't have any words of wisdom. I think the year is off to a strong start.
Yeah.
I obviously see we still have, room for growth in different areas, and the late start included.
Yeah.
But
So what about the parent pickup and drop off line?
I think it's going pretty well. The one thing, it's going well. I really appreciate parents that I know we printed out the names, and I'm trying to remember everybody at this point if I'm out there, and I know Ronnie's pretty good about that too, and Madam Eichten. But parents are putting up the kids' names and the grade level, the sheets that we gave. That's really helpful because we can see the kid's name and then we page for them. So I appreciate that. I also appreciate folks that stay in the same line and don't go around, because for all you know, a tiny little child might be coming from the front. So just a reminder to parents, a gentle reminder, make sure that you're not, even if your child is in a parent pickup, please just wait until the car in front of you moves, because going around can actually be really dangerous. But otherwise, it's going pretty well. Transportation has been tricky, and it's always like that in the beginning of the year. So we're working on that in partnership with the district and the companies that they contract with. But for the most part, it's been okay. We've had a few issues, but the most part, it's been okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you have any, or one of the parents asked if, how can parents help Discovery Club hire more people? Is there
So
any
it's
way we
not
can encourage
necessarily
them?
people power based, it's spacing.
Oh,
It's spacing because Discovery Club is taking our old campus, lower campus, and there's only so much room in East Hub. So it's spacing but I think that would be a good question for higher up than me. Cause I know there's a need.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because I reached to them about position about putting the kids in there, and their response been they're currently hiring, they can't find people to help there. But that's all I'll say. They're still continuously
Yeah.
looking for people to help in that space. So there is room. They don't have enough people for all the kids that are trying to get in there.
Yeah, and that depends on the spacing too. It's the people power and the spacing for Discovery Club. And I think Community Ed has a similar problem. And I think the reality is the pay, and that is public knowledge. Like you could look at people's contracts, right, on SPPS. The pay is not marvelous. So that's a systematic problem.
yeah.
Yeah.
We are grateful for all the awesome people we have working in our building.
Yeah. And again, we do have a lot of after school things through the district that actually come to our building now. We started Lego League this year again. We didn't have it last year or the year prior. So that took up a lot of space and time, but it's good space and time. And it's a program that the district runs. So we started that again this year, but we do not have anything in the morning. So I don't know if PTO wants to look into this, but I would be open to a conversation about Playworks. I know Playworks did a lot of things with Minneapolis Public Schools. I have not looked into it in detail for SPPS yet.
I've heard of them.
And it's open gym technically, because we always say with immersion, you don't want to do too much prior. You do not want to do too much post the school day because their brains are really tired. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point too.
Yeah, so that would be like an open gym type of an activity, but I haven't looked into it yet.
Okay. Cool. I'll make a note of it. Hello. Did you have a question, Didi?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Bonsoir. Bonsoir tout le monde. Je m'appelle Didi, j'ai 2 enfants qui vont à l'Étoile du Nord. I'll speak English. So my name is Didi and I got 2 kids who goes to l'Étoile du Nord. My son is in 1st grade and my daughter is in 4th grade. Madame Nelson et Monsieur Mong. J'ai 2 sujets je voulais, I mean 2 subjects je voulais, I wanted to touch base is reading and math after school program for kids, possible if there is one in the campus where the kids can stay for those, like math, reading, writing, help kind of way. The reason why I wanted to say that because my 2 older daughters, before my older daughter did not attend l'Étoile du Nord, but she was very advanced in reading because she had some support after school with reading and writing, and that had helped her very well in her academic years. She's in 8th grade now, but before Zari started l'Étoile du Nord, she was really good with the English reading and writing and a little bit excel of her grade before she starts 2nd grade. The reason why I'm questioning this is because I don't see in the flyers like after school activities programs out there to let parents know these are out there to help kids. And I was wondering if there is any kind of programs like that.
Didi, are you
Um,
asking me or are you asking the general PTO?
I'm asking in general, like including you, if there is anything like that available for kids to
I
get.
know for after school, I know Monsieur Chofo has a program. In school, we do not have any program. And we have a really robust programming internally. We do not have an SPPS program for after school beyond Lego League, community ed, and that's it. So those are the two things that we have going on. But I do not have a SPPS program for after school. Within the school day, we're really data driven in our building. And if you look on MDE, which is the report card, our data is really strong. We've historically been the second highest school in the district for math and one of the top highest for literacy. And that's a big achievement for us because we're two languages, right? But you're still getting at the highest score. So data wise, we're really working hard. We have a really robust system for literacy and for mathematics, and we really track data. So on the inside, that is our programming, and all of our instruction is designed through the school leadership team, our district DLI team, which is a division of learning at St. Paul Public Schools. And we have, and you can look them up, Megan Butke is actually the coordinator for the language immersion schools. And she works really closely with me in making sure that that skip is aligned and planned. We also have WIN that is in place, and we have Reading Core. With all of that, that is a lot of alignment of services, and that's kind of what we talked about initially during my update. So something I always tell immersion parents is we do so much work during the day that having an after school program at the school is not something that SPPS would endorse, because the immersion doesn't work that way. Kids need to check out at some point, and you can't push in anymore post 4 p.m. that they're really tired. With that, I don't, but I do know if you're interested, I know Monsieur Chofo has a program, and I'm assuming Madame Chofo, I don't want to speak for you, but I know Monsieur Chofo had a flyer that he was going to send out. So I believe that that is happening. It's
Is
not
it
in the building because we don't have the space, but I know I believe it's happening. And Misho, do you want to talk about that? It sounds like there is interest, so that would be a good time.
So the 40Y Proud organization is a nonprofit, and I know I help a lot of kids during the summer. The program run well, and I know some of the parents in this meeting. We do the reading program. Unfortunately, we contact LMFI administration, but for some reason, I don't know, they don't have space in the school, I would say, or we're gonna work with the principal to see if we can run the after school program, reading program, because the community need it. We need it in French, and we are here and we can help. So anytime that we would like us to start the program, we are good to do that. We don't have a space, a personal space. That's why I decided to just run the program in person, in online. And they have some kids, but the spot for the kids in person is really limited because I don't have a lot of space. But if we can run the program in the school, for sure we can make it happen, because we have staff and all speak French, and they are very high staff and educated. So
yeah, that's what I was hoping. Like I mean, if like as parent, I'm doing the parent pickup with my children, and I feel like if there is a program at the school, it will be easier to help them academically, but it's something maybe in the future that can be looked at, hopefully. And I do have another question. Like my daughter, she did receive a planner from Mr. Meng class.
What? I'm
And,
sorry, what did you say? What did she receive?
The planner that the
It was the
first
homework
grader
planner.
received from Mr. Meng class.
Yes.
So my question is that is there other is there other kind of planner available for parents to purchase for their child, or is that planner is the only option they have?
Oh, that's a good question. So those planners are for our upper grades, and then I can go back to the after school programming questions too. So for the planner, we purchased that through the building budget, and we do that in preparation for middle school, and our 4th and 5th grade team level teachers really start for 4th. So you can, if you want to get another one, absolutely. That's the one that we just purchased for everybody. And it starts in 4th grade on. So if you want a different one, yeah, absolutely. I would just talk to the teacher. I don't want to misspeak for Miss Yumang, but I know that's what the teacher is like, and that's what I bought.
Okay, I will contact. I wouldn't want to contact Mr. Meng because I'm not sure, like for teachers in general, they're not in budget into buying things. That's why I wanted to mention this here tonight first, if there was the possibility to buy one.
And you just want a different one from the one that she got?
Yeah, my daughter don't like the cover, and also for family value wise, and I would love to purchase another one that's
okay.
there is different kind available.
Okay, because I've looked at them and they're very neutral, but I absolutely, I'm sure Miss Yumang would say no problem.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who do you have in Mr. Monk's class? Who's your daughter?
She's my daughter's Ariana.
Ariana. Oh, my son Gabe is in that class too. I don't know if they probably know each other. Gabe came home with the homework planner too, but he was like, "Mom, I have a homework planner."
That's amazing. I mean, it's a good start, honestly.
Yeah, time management
It's
and
a
stuff. I
good
think.
good way to help kids organize their I mean, I don't want to be frank. It's like it's maybe personally I can talk to Madame Bissot after the meeting, because maybe something we can talk privately regarding that.
About the planner?
Yeah, but I'm glad like there is options for parents.
Oh yeah, I'm sure Miss Yumang would not mind as long as she's still doing the planner. The goal for this is to prepare them for middle school. And we
Okay.
have a really strong program between Etwadjina and Hidden River. So that's kind of why we have planners. But yeah, absolutely, we can check in. For and Madame Chofo for after school. So I know in summer you did the program. I said absolutely, the building was super hot. And it sounded like you chose a different location, which I don't blame you. I get it. It was really hot in that building. For after school, SPPS mandates certain programming, and I have to abide by that, and I need to pull permits. So if I have the programming already in place, I can't override that program, right? So that's the issue. And then it comes down to if it's an SPPS employee from my staff that is on campus, and with that comes the permit. And I know you know the permit process. So I would need to pull a permit way in advance, and I would need to make sure that it trumps the other programs, and the other programs are SPPS programs that I'm abided to have. So that's where the spacing comes into place, and that's what I was explaining to Monsieur Chofo. And he asked if they can send the flyers, and I said absolutely not a problem at all. So for spacing, that's what it is. We brought Lego League back, and that's what's really taken up all the space. And then you have community ed, and I think they have like 3 different classes. They have like painters, Young Rembrandts or something like that. Other
Oh,
ones.
yeah.
But I think that might be a good question for, and Misha, I know I connected you with community ed. My big push would be in order for the program to really be within the district, so we don't have to have the permits, you need to maybe talk to community ed and see if you can fit the program into community ed. And I know I connected you with them, so that might be a good thing to kind of look into.
So I would say that thank you for your effort, Madame Bossard. I don't have any problem with that, but I run my program by myself. It was just a way for me to help the kids at LMFI because the community asked for it. If
Oh,
there's
for sure, I understand.
yes, if it's a problem with the timing, I don't mind if we can, figure out other days, if it can work, and if you can advocate for the district to run the program, that would be great. But for now, I would say to the parent, the program is online, and I just online and in person. So if you would like to the in person, you can contact me, and I just brought the flyer at LMFI this week. So eventually, you're gonna see that in your child folder. So if you need anything, you can contact me. But for now, we have everything online, and the in person is available as well. So. And the starting date is October 2nd.
You're gonna be so busy.
I'm always busy.
You're gonna be
Always
teaching
busy.
12 hours a day, Mishu.
Yeah.
But I'm not alone. They have the professor at the University of Minnesota.
Yeah, Monsieur Chofo told me. Yeah.
So it's not just me, it's a whole organization. So it's not just Madame Chofo that you're gonna see, and it's not just at Étoile du Nord. So that's why I say the program start online on October 2nd. And if you need it in person, let me know. And if our principal want to advocate to have the program at LMFI, I will be fine to run the after school program, the reading program at LMFI.
Yeah, and Mishu, I would love that. I would need more timing though, because for me to pull a permit and override the SPPS programs already, I need a way longer timeline. And I know you know this with the permits. There's absolutely no way that I can scratch Lego League, which is a district program, and advocate. I'd love to advocate for it, but I need ample timing, I need the spacing, and I need to pull a permit way in advance. And if I find out the week before, then there is no way I can make that happen for even, I would say even that month, right? So send me the flyer though. What I will do, I'll make sure that I put that into my principal newsletter, so it will live on our website. And then I would say for next year, and I'll try even for next semester if we can. But next semester is the exact same thing. We have Lego League continuously, and you have community ed, and we have that soccer too. If you recall, the French soccer, that's up and running this year as well. So there's just so many permits going on already that it's difficult for me to plan a week or two in advance. But send me the link, please, and I'll make sure I put that in my principal newsletter. So it's
I want to give it to Madame Blomgren, I think yesterday.
Oh,
Yeah,
did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect. Then I'm sure she might have even sent it to me already. We'll do that. I'll put that out on Friday.
And we can
Awesome. There
work
are so
together for the rest, just for the community. Thank you. Thank you so
course.
much, Madam Sophia. Thanks.
It's awesome that there are so many options for our kids. It's exciting to hear about all the different things that they get to do, and it's fun to hear about that too. So thank you. Okay, we went a little over, but that's okay. It's so good to see everyone. And if anything comes up, always reach out to us. We have a website, which I think Malia already put the website, but it's just LNFI .pto, right? Malia, do you want to put it up one more time? And that's a good way to get information about the PTO too. We have everything on there. LNFI -PTO, I think. Yeah, .org. Yep, so there it is. And you can always go there if you want more information about the PTO, and reach out if you'd like to get more involved, because we're always looking for more people. And It was so good to see everyone tonight. It turned out just fine to see you all virtually, and hopefully we'll get to see everyone in person too soon. So thank you for coming and taking time out of your busy schedules. And we'll see you again. Our next meeting is going to, I always have to look at my calendar. It's going to be the second Thursday in October. So we will be meeting on October 12th from 8 to 9 p.m. and that will be virtual. And you can't escape us. So you will get the flyer, you will get the everything. You'll find out. You'll get the link. Yeah. All right. So thank you, everyone.
Didi,
for
I'll
joining.
stay on if you want to have a private conversation. I'll stay on.
Sounds good. All right. Good night, everyone. Take
Goodbye.
care.
And welcome to all the new family.
Yeah.
Guys, good night.
Good night. Thank you. So this is actually recorded. So if you want to have a private conversation, I would maybe close out of this and then come back in.
Didi, why don't we have a conversation tomorrow? Are you available tomorrow? I can't hear you, but tomorrow I'm gonna put my phone
Yes,
number
I'm
in the
available
chat.
tomorrow.
Say that again.
Yes, I'm available.
Great. Let me put in my, so this is my district cell. And everybody should have it anyway. It's in the principal newsletter. I'll put that out in here, and you are more than welcome to just give me a call. If I don't answer, Didi, it means that I'm supporting with kids or staff in the moment, and I will call you back.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
Yes, yes, and I'm pretty sure Monsieur Mung would not, as long as she's planning, I don't think he would mind.
Okay, thank you. I'm glad there is an option.
Yeah, yes.
So, Madame Bossa, I would like to let you know that I sent the flyer to Madame Blongin, but you were busy, so it's in your office somewhere.
I haven't sent I'm behind on my
in the
newsletter.
meeting. Mhm.
Sorry, say that again. I didn't hear you.
I think when we came to put the Fidel, when he came to put the flyer, you were in the meeting yesterday. So we just dropped
Oh
to
yeah,
Madame.
and I saw you one day and I was running, I think, after a student. So like I said, the first few weeks are a little, are a little busy. Okay, so that's perfect because today is Thursday. I'm gonna do my parent newsletter tomorrow. So I'll put it in the news section too. So
Do
you
you
have
want
it in
the
there
link?
too. Say that again.
You want the link, the electronic link, because the one that we put is the flyer. Do you want the
I
link?
think that would be best. If you can do the link, that would be perfect. And for next year, let's plan way in advance because I need to figure out what the district, like where am I doing this? Because again,
I can even meet with you if you want to do next semester because we want it.
no, I know you do, and I need to have the space.
That would be good. Yeah. So I can meet with you whenever you have time. So just
Okay.
email.
Can we wait until October-ish? Is that okay? But for now, send me, and you already did. So I'll make sure I link that on Friday. Okay, so we'll put that out tomorrow. And Didi, I don't want you to worry about that. Monsieur Mang is pretty flexible. And for me, as long as the teacher's curriculum is abided by and they need to do that for middle school, I think it's gonna be just fine.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, merci tout le monde.
Waiting the
Merci
flyer.
bien.
So
Say
for the
that
flyers,
again?
Blomgren. For the flyers, she has the flyers.
Madame Blomgren does.
Yes, she does.
Perfect. Okay. And
All
you're
right.
gonna send me a link as well, so parents can have it with the
Yes.
link, and they're gonna get the
Flyer
paper.
we make by class, the amount of student by class.
Yes,
With that, with the name of the teachers. Yep.
perfect. Okay, okay, awesome. And Mishu, did Fidel not find, because I thought he said that there is space at the library. He said he
No,
had a space.
It's small. I have a lot of kids.
And it wasn't big enough?
Yes. So now we are
Okay,
working to have our own building.
okay,
Yeah.
okay. Well, we're gonna have to plan in advance.
Mhm.
Because those are the things I can't just do in a few weeks. There's no way. Like I can give you an example, Lego League, that's been in the plan since I think we started January last year. Just planning that out. So again, let's try for next year, but we gotta be really planful so we can make sure that I don't have all the other programs happening.
but online we can start online because even online we have resources. So
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
yeah.
I think that's great. Okay. Okay, thank you. I'll put that up on my notes. Okay. Au revoir. Merci.
Au revoir.
Au revoir tout le monde.
Bonne nuit.
Bonne nuit.